Today we're going to learn how to install a poly bulkhead fitting or a stainless steel bolted fitting. One thing you want to make sure of when you're installing these is you pick the correct hole saw size. And the way you do that is you want the hole saw to sit right on top of the fitting flush. Because the hole saw is going to cut about a 16-inch larger, and then once you get ready to put the fitting through the hole, it will slide right through easily. You want a nice tight fit. You don't want to drill the hole too large. With your bolted fittings, you want to do the same thing. Make sure the hole saw sits right on top. Your bolts, you want to go one size larger. So if it's a 1/2 inch bolt, go to a 9/16 hole. Once you select your correct drill bits and your correct hole saw, the next thing you want to do is get to the top of your tank and look inside your tank at the location where you want to install the fitting. Some of the older style tanks may have a spray-in liner and they're rough sometimes. What you want to do is pick a spot inside that you can see that's kind of smooth. That way you have no problems once you drill your holes with your sealing surface. Once you've selected a nice smooth location inside and outside of your tank, what you want to do is get your tape measure and you want to measure up 4 inches from the floor to the bottom of the fitting. In the bottom of a tank, you have where the bottom meets the sidewall. It's called the round. You want to make sure you're above the round where you drill your hole. If not, if you drill too low, your fitting will not seal, and then that'll require tank entry to grind it where it would fit. Always make sure you're high enough. Minimum 4 inches. Once you've got your holes drilled and you're ready to install your bulkhead, 2 pieces of equipment you could use: either a long pole, normally about 15 to 16 foot tall, or a nice piece of rope about 20 foot long. Once you've selected the piece of equipment you want to use, whether it's the pole or the rope, I like using the rope because it's easier, and a lot of time you don't have clearance between the top of the tank and the ceiling. The rope is the easiest way to go. Once you tie your fitting on, make sure you tie your knot to the inlet side of the bulkhead. And what you want to do then is get to the top of the tank and just lower it in the tank and then swing it over right in front of the hole. That way you can reach in and grab it and pull it through. Once you've got your fitting lowered into the tank and swung over close to the hole, all you have to do is reach in and grab it with 2 fingers. Untie your rope. Never tie it in a tight knot. Always leave it loosely. Then just pull your fitting through. And then today we'll be installing your agitation inside of your tank. And the way you do that is you select your agitation trumpets. You'll want to use 2 if you're using a 2-inch pump. You'll want to use a cross, and 3 trumpets if you're using a 3-inch pump. Whether you're using a female pipe thread fitting or a male pipe thread fitting, they'll work either way. And what you're going to need is your agitation kit, and you'll need a piece of rope. Once you get your rope inserted into your agitation, you'll start lowering it into your tank. Once you've got it lowered down into your tank into place, you can reach in through the hole and grab the rope and pull it through. Once you pulled it through, untie your rope. May take a little work. Once you pull your rope through, you can pull your fitting through. Put your nut on the outside and tighten it up. Make sure your trumpets are facing away from your suction tube. That way it does not cause a cavitational problem.